Hi everyone, welcome to your weekly tarot forecast beginning April the 22nd, 2024. My name is Amy, and if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my details at the top of the page of the YouTube channel. Okay, so this card here is saying that whatever is taking place in your life right now, whether you feel like you're in control and behind the wheel or whether you don't, whether things are happening in a way that you had planned for and unfolding in a manner to which pleases you, or whether things are just spiraling out of control and things are happening in a chaotic fashion. Maybe you've been hit by a curveball, some unexpected event or news. Whatever is happening, whether you feel like it's within your control or without, this is saying that it's part of your fate, part of your destiny. So to accept it and know that this was sort of in your life plan, and that there's definitely a purpose and a reason, if nothing more than the lessons that you're learning. But so your date with destiny. Okay, this is talking about connecting with your inner self, spending time with nature. Maybe someone close to you needs a bit of nurturing, or maybe you need to give yourself a little nurturing, a little self-care as well. Especially if what this is feeling like things are out of your control. So just taking a few deep grounding breaths and maybe going and digging your toes in the dirt or in the sand, or going to the beach, or going for a walk in nature in the forest. Or okay, and then this is about being judged unfairly. So either you or someone you know, maybe you're doing it, is being judged not on the merit of their actions, but just on at face value, and they're not being it's not fair. So I don't know if it's you that's being treated unfairly, if you're maybe jumping too quickly to conclusions about things someone else has said or did. But there's something that needs to be righted. That's not fair. There's an unfairness of some kind taking place. So just to be aware of that, and if it is within your power, maybe you can take the steps to try to right this injustice. So ground yourself. Try to see things for what they really are, from an unbiased perspective, or try to explain yourself as best you can if you feel like someone's willing to listen, and accept everything that's unfolding is meant to be exactly as it is. Okay, this is for my Sagittarius sun, moon and risings, or if you know a Sagittarius and you're curious about how their week may play out, or none of the above and you're just curious and would like to see a reading, that's fine too. I learned a lot about, when I was first learning tarot, I learned a lot through watching YouTubers. So and there's always a message in every reading, no matter what sign, because everyone has all the signs within them. Anyway, okay, so I have pre-shuffled this quite a bit and put your energy, put Sagi's energy into it already. So let's see what we've got. Okay, I'm going to do a past, present and future spread, but first we'll look at the theme, which is the World. Okay, so this is a major arcana card, and it's the very last card in the deck. So it does symbolize endings. There's been a lot of breakups and endings and things like that with all these, with being an eclipse season. So this can also represent travel and work, but it can represent the end of a big cycle, the ending of a chapter. All right. Okay, so we've got two major arcanas right off the bat. And tarot is made up of, so there's the four suits. You've got the cups, wands, swords and pentacles, which represent all the elements. And then there's 22 major arcana, which represents like big fated destined moments. And remember, you did get that card that spoke about you being in this like moment of destiny and fate. So it's no surprise that you're getting all these major cards coming up. So be aware of where you are in your life right now, I would say, just with the cards that have come up so far. Sag. Okay, so in the past, this is someone who's deeply tapped into their intuition, who's deeply psychic, who knows themselves really well, who can sense energy really well, and this is past. So I think that you have been quite in tune, in touch with yourself, and moving based on intuition, moving forward through your life based on trusting your psychic senses, your sixth sense, and really feeling right about where you are and what you've been doing and the choices you've been making as well. So that's someone who's really, really tapped into their soul, their inner self. Yeah. Another major. 3 majors already. Not a single minor to be... Wow, okay. So this is kind of your card because it can sometimes represent Jupiter, which is one of your rulers. So this talks, again, I'm thinking about that date with Destiny card. This talks about fortune and things changing in your favor in a big way. So I wonder if, because you have been following your gut, following your heart, and really tuned in and just so aligned with who you truly are, that the universe, that you're just really powerful, and your manifestations are just like coming in thick and fast, and because you're aligning with them. So yeah, so if you feel like things have been difficult lately, this is a sign. This take this reading as a sign that this week things are going to the wheel of fortune is going to turn in your favor. Okay. All right, another major. No, okay. I would have completely spun out if this had been like another major. Okay, so this is about having choices. So it's a good sign, I think. I think you've trusted yourself as a result in the past. I think as a result, big changes are happening, like even now. Or will start to happen during the week. And because of that, you will have choices where maybe you didn't before. As an example, if you don't have any money, you don't really have much choice over, like you have to wait. You're at the mercy of the bus timetable, for example. There's only certain foods you can afford. Whereas, I don't know, maybe you've like somehow you've like managed to manifest some money, and now you're like, oh, I've got these like options now. Now I can like, what do I want to do? How can I expand my life in a way that I couldn't before when I was limited financially? That's one example of how this could play out. Okay. Another is, you've met someone and now you're like, well, do I want to take things further with them? Or maybe you joined a dating site and you've got lots of dating options. Maybe you started a new health and fitness regime and now you can do more, get out more, whereas maybe you were confined because you just didn't have the energy to do the things that you wanted to do. So all right, let's have a look, and I just want to explore and see what is it that you have been so tuned into. Okay, going back and forth on what you want. All right, okay, so there has been an issue around your sense of self-worth and deservingness, and whether or not you want to be seen as well. So I don't know if you're the kind of person that likes to be in the wings, like a 12th housey kind of energy, and maybe you've decided to step out and make yourself more visible. Or maybe you're going back and forth on a relationship and you're like, this person's acting in some kind of dodgy way. I know it's not right for me, for my best self, and so I'm going to make the changes to either confront them or put in a strong boundary or block them, whatever. Yeah, but you've been going back and forth on some kind of something in your life that hasn't been making you feel your very best self and making you feel like you've had to hide a part of yourself, or someone's hiding a part of themselves from you, or there's something that's not quite aligned with who you are, and you're like, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to step into my full power and authenticity, and then that's what's changed everything. Okay, so moving into the future, You're walking away, which is leading to transformation and an ending of this cycle. Yeah. So it's very, very powerful when you step into your power, stick up for yourself and say, no, I'm not accepting poor behavior. This could be even be negative self-talk. You're like, why am I talking to myself like this? No, I am deserving. I am worthy. I can do this. I can start a family. I can move overseas. I can heal, you know, and then boom, there's big things happening. And as a result, there's big cycles ending, leading to choice that you never had before, that you wouldn't have had if you hadn't stepped into your power and made the change yourself. I am proud of you. I say it in my readings, at the end of my written readings, I'm proud of you, but I really am. Oh, okay, 2 wanted to come out. All right. A rebirth is assured. Yep, that's good. Well, that's what that was saying as well. So you're ending cycles and you're going to be, it's a fresh start. And this is about being present. This reminds me of this card, just about like grounding yourself and understanding that, yeah, all we have is the now, and to appreciate now, and your future manifestations are a result of your current thoughts and intentions. So yeah, big stuff, Sag. It's a big, I mean, yeah, it's a big time, but it's also, it's just 1 week. But you know, what can happen in a week? What can happen in a week? What can happen in the day? Phoenix of the waning moon. Something is about to end for now. Yeah, cycles are ending because you're not putting up, because you're changing, because you're doing the work and stepping in and saying, I'm over this weird, dodgy behavior. I trust myself now. You're making stuff happen. So something's about to end for now. Yeah. Yeah, it's always interesting that it says for now, because there's, I mean, yeah, I guess there are a few things that are final, but like, not really. Things can always change. Circumstances can always change, you know. You think something's done, you think something's like, that's it. And it may be done for this week or in this way, or it actually may be done for good in a certain way. Like where you won't have to go through a certain cycle in a certain way again because you've grown and learned, and like that will just never happen to you again. But you're always going to have cycles to go through and lessons to learn. So, oh my God, what? Look at that. Your guidance is divinely guided. This is like, you know what? I reckon, yes, stand up and step into your power on the one hand, but in the other, open yourself up to receiving. I think you just have to sink into it. I think things are just going to start to happen for you. And I think it's going to be as simple as just being yourself, standing in your truth, not lying down. And it's going to come so naturally for you. And you're going to just feel that everything's falling together into place for you. And like you're leaving behind this old self and transitioning into this new. And it's leading to choices and options that you never had before. And you've got the universe right at your back. Okay? I love it. I'm so happy for you, Sag. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a lovely week. Okay, bye.